Hi, I'm Andy Lancaster. I work for the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development, CIPD, in the UK. We're a membership organisation looking at professional development for HR and learning professionals. And my role is Head of Learning and Development Content. So I'm looking at great professional development content to help learning professionals be brilliant at what they do. How are organisations going to change, and what role does learning play in that change? Well, if we look at the last 5 to 10 years, things have moved incredibly quickly. So we can only imagine in the next 5 years how organisations are going to change. The way they market and deliver their services are going to be very different. We're going to have to be far more agile, perhaps digitally enabled. So it's crucial that we understand how learning and development professionals can support that agile delivery. So one of the crucial things we're seeing is there's going to be far more younger people in the workplace, and we need to understand the different needs they have in terms of how they work. We're also going to see far more mobile digital solutions in the workplace as well. So learning professionals really need to be at the core of what's going on, not a separate department, which means they need to be aligned to the business needs. They also need to understand the role of line managers in supporting a learning culture and helping to deliver learning. And I think for those things to be a reality, learning professionals really need to have performance consulting skills to understand the needs of the business and deliver really agile solutions. So the next 5 years are going to be really exciting, and learning and development professionals are absolutely crucial for the future performance of organisations. So organisations are going to have to think about how they prepare people for future and new ways of working. And we know that skills will change and systems will change and ways of working will change. So perhaps one of the key things that we need to think about is not necessarily skills, but underlying behaviours and attitudes. So things like flexibility, agility, digital skills and curiosity are going to be really important in the future workplace. Those kind of skills will enable people to adapt to different working practices, be they the increase of digital or robotics or the impact of artificial intelligence, those kind of things. So I think now it's really important that we understand that we build skills for longevity, skills which enable people to function in an ever-changing and fast-changing world. And I think for younger people coming into the workplace, often they have far more curiosity, far more willingness to try things out. So I think that's going to be a skill which we'll all need to embrace, that we test things out, we try things, recognise that sometimes mistakes are okay at work in our learning processes. So I think behavioural skills are as important as hardwired skills, which might underpin particular working practices. So why is socialised learning really important in the workplace? Well, children learn through socialised learning, through being in groups and learning together. And it's something we've lost in the business. And I think we need to think about how we create socialised learning environments where professionals can share their knowledge and expertise. So one thing we're seeing is a rise of digital in socialised learning through things like forums, discussion forums, wikis, webinars, people working together. And we'd really advocate organisations to think about how they use digital means to connect people, to have great conversations in the business, which enable the business to perform even better.